Hey, the smoke down, boys. We back from Mexico, from the high altitude. Had me exhausted. No, I wasn't out there, but man, UFC Mexico, man, it was live. Some people complained about the main event, but I thought overall it was a solid crowd, solid card.
I mean, the main event went the way it was supposed to go.
Yeah, it's like it was technical. They were hitting each other. It's just that there was no crazy knockouts, but
No, but
can't
Usyk is tough, but it's he don't really belong in that top echelon like that.
yeah, it was
It was
exactly what we were saying.
yeah, it was crazy that he even got a title shot against Pantoja. People were like, "What the fuck?" when he even got that title fight. So it is what it is. They were
Literally,
trying
they're
to
like, "Who's this guy?"
exactly. It was like he started off hot 3-0, and now he's 0-3. So,
hmm Yeah, he's
but
mid tier, but
shout out Moreno, his first time winning in Mexico City. His third time fighting there, or fourth time, something like that. So shout out to him.
been solid and consistent, man. So you can't hate on Moreno on that killer. But yeah, we'll just go over it real quick. UFC Mexico, nothing too crazy. Nesta went 1-2, minus 0.95 units, just a little small loss there. But yeah, you got the two you got wrong were Vergara at plus money.
Oh my God,
And
Vergara got his ass kicked.
yeah, I thought it was gonna be more competitive than that for sure. But hey, Shires came in hot.
Yeah,
Uh, I didn't think he was gonna be that crazy, but he came through. Like we said, if it was like early in the first round, it's Shires. But if it starts getting in the later rounds, that's why I feel like Vergara could have made kind of like fight for your money type of thing, because he could really usually outlast people. That he got that dog in him. But yeah, he got clipped early and often, so he went down with the shit bad. Um, he actually got tapped out right at the end. It was like he
yeah,
was getting his ass beaten, then
he
just
got
I was like,
rocked, and then he got tapped, like you just said. Yeah,
yeah. Then the parlay of C Rod and Moreno. So Moreno came through, like we said, and C Rod, man. I mean, it was a close fight. It was competitive for sure.
yeah. He was
But
fighting weird to me. Like, what are you
a lot
doing?
of
Like,
wrestling.
you're trying to muscle up the bigger guy than you the whole time. Like, he should have let his hands go. Like, I don't know, dude. C Rod.
Yeah,
Now I'm gonna have to start I don't know. Unless he's an underdog, I'll mess with it. But if not,
yeah. As a
I ain't
favorite,
fucking
it's
with it.
like,
Yeah, as
yeah,
a
no.
favorite, nah.
And then the one you did hit a parlay here with Lupi Godinez. She came through, and that was it actually got close at the end, man. It was getting a little chippy because I was on Godinez too, and she won the first two rounds, but that last round, in between rounds, she was talking about I got to poop or something, and she had to go take a shit, and I was concerned. I was like, oh no, and then she was getting pieced up in the third round, and she was almost like lightweight, just like surviving.
Yeah.
But that's kind of her and her style, as you know. But she did enough to pull out the victory. Um, then you got what was it? Rafa Garcia, who pretty much uh, he dominated, right, for the most part. But I don't know. I mean, he was a huge favorite, minus 500, so I kind of stayed away from that. But he won. And then you got Roses Jr., who won by decision too. Who it was a decisive victory, but like at the same time didn't pay off that price tag of his as being a huge favorite as always.
Well, him is like though. It's like we were breaking it down at the end. It's either going to be a decision or submission with his fights,
Mm-hmm.
especially when he starts fighting like better people. Because I don't know. I mean, fighting in Mexico is weird though. Everybody was like gassed no matter what. So
Exactly. It's hard to even act like some of these guys came out 2 months in advance, and that's not even enough sometimes.
yeah,
Because it's super higher than other places. It's like extra, extra high. And then
yeah,
Joe Piper didn't end up fighting.
yeah. I got played with the Kevin Gastelum fight.
Yep, that was a big dog that would potentially could have came through especially if Joe Piper was
Was
being a
sick.
bitch about
Yeah.
it and sick but he said he had the runs and shit and food poisoning from Mexico and he was pissed and he was doing his whole MAGA speech of like I'm never coming back here, like fuck this place, like that type of shit. He's like I don't give a fuck if you guys don't like what I say or offended, I'm never fighting in Mexico again, and he's just hating on the country. I was like, damn, bro. All right. He just got weak American intestines. But yeah, for me, just a small victory this week, but I'll take it. 3-1 plus 1.5 units here. The one I got wrong was Ronaldo Lazy Boy Rodriguez. Man, that fool is a little disappointing, especially as a favorite. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. I mean, I thought it was close, but I mean, I didn't say it was a robbery or anything
Yeah.
at all. So that one I lost. It was at minus 160, and then I
Well, I'm
had a.
only calling it robbery just because I had money on Lazy Boy, but yeah, he
I mean, I
sucks.
felt like it in the moment. I was like, damn, I can't believe he lost his decision. I didn't think that. I thought he would have won.
Yeah, he figured they would just gave it to him, but he got cracked in that first round. I thought it was over off the rip when he got dropped. I was
Yeah, and
like,
flipped
damn.
back up or whatever. He like flipped
But
all the way
yeah,
back.
Lazy Boy
But
might be overrated. He got a lot of hype over the weekend because they showed that he has like 3 million followers or something like that. That he's super viral dude. Also, what's his name? Walked him to the Julio Cesar Chavez, I think, like walked him to the cage or something like that. For
oh damn,
Mexicans, that's like
yeah.
humongous, right? So to go out there and then get, like they say, like the guru was saying, he got fraud checked. And man, even if you can argue, that he even lost that fight against
Ode
Jamaican,
Osborne.
because yeah, against Ode Osborne. I thought
Yeah, I
Ode
said that
won
was a
for sure.
robbery.
So yeah, like who knows who they put him in there with now? Because like at the same time, like Borjas is kind of like he's kind of like a journeyman in the UFC. Never really got hyped like that, just like a card filler, and then to get to go out there and get lost to that fool, like I don't know. Lazy
Yeah,
boy just might be too lazy, like
too
you said.
lazy, man. Yeah, heart only gets you so far. Durability only gets you so far. And then the ones I did hit, I got the Moreno and Emmers parlay. It's a minus 110. And then Godinez and Charez. We talked about that plus 110. And then Emmers, David Martinez, and Raul Rosas at minus 115. So, greasy, chalky parlays, but David Martinez, that ended up being a little closer, but he came through. At first, it was like, oh, he's going slow, and then he just like started going crazy, and then finished the full went crazy. So that's going to be a good prospect, man. David Martinez, I think he's going to be solid. And then Jamal Emmers. I mean, Emmers been a disappointing fighter, but like I said, that was my quote unquote lock of the week, and I don't say that often. But it did give me a scare. I ain't gonna lie. When there was a lot of grappling going on, and it looked like Emmers possibly could have gotten caught in something, I was like, oh no, this is sketch. But once he got out of it and he started just throwing hands, it was over with. Miranda was just shouldn't even be in there. I was telling you at minus 310, I bet on it, right? And I was like, that's a big favorite, but it's like, nah, this fool needs to be like a minus 600 or something. And he closed on like a damn near minus 550. So, yeah, rightfully so. I don't know where they go from there. So, fuck those guys. But I'll take it. But we move on to it's almost like a pre appetizer card until we get like a pay per view, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, these aren't going to be big, but I mean, hey, it's going to be fun. It's going to be at the Apex here with the headliner of Josh Emmett and Lerone Murphy, the Bruv. He might be the new Leon, passing of the torch for the British Bruvs. So, but yeah, man, we'll start at the bottom here in this full card. We got horny fights to open up, man. We got Luma Lukbunmi against Estela Nunez at the 115 weight here. And you got Loma as a huge ass favorite. She
I
is
know.
minus 650 right now. Estela Nunez plus 475. That's crazy,
Oh,
especially
it
for
dropped because I looked this morning. It was like minus 700.
yeah, right now I'm looking at a bet online right now. So yeah, but I mean, damn, that's still crazy though.
Well,
That big of a favorite.
thing what sucks about her. She's the Thai chick, right? She's hella good. She's a beast. Look at her. Look at her record. Look at her dub she got on there. You know what I mean? Like she's a savage. The thing that sucks, she hasn't really gone to a fight. Like hasn't fought in a while. Like people were
Mm-hmm.
like, don't want to take the fight. I heard, and I think she had some injuries. But yeah, man, she's a beast. Hopefully, like
Yeah.
the inactivity doesn't mess her up. But yeah, I'm going with her off the rip.
Yeah, I mean, no hot take for me either. I mean, I'm going her. It's just women fights at minus 650 sound disgusting usually. You know what I mean? Especially at this weight class. But Estela Nunez, she's already 32, man, 4-fight losing streak. And most of you guys that do follow probably known her from her arm snapping in the Dudakota fight, which was the last time she fought over a year. It was like almost 2 years ago, damn near. And she had to obviously recover from a broken arm. It was nasty. It was like hanging and she was screaming. But she's lost to pretty much all her UFC fights. She had 4. And now it's like, yeah, she probably shouldn't be this big of an underdog, but like you said, man, Luke Boomy is a beast as far as like the Muay Thai, the striking. She's getting in her prime. She's 29 years old. And she did take a year off, a little over a year, but yeah, it's hard to not put her in a greasy parlay, man, to open up the night in the first fight. The question is, do you think that there's any possibility of Lukbumi knocking her out or finishing her? Because Loma doesn't really, she only has one knockout in her career. That's kind of crazy. She's a decision person.
Well, that's also because like this is like what 115, right, or 125?
Yeah, exactly. 115.
Nah, yeah, it's pillow fists at that weight, man. So maybe what's the decision for the Thai chick?
Loma by decision might be a good look. Minus 180.
Damn, yeah, see even that.
Yeah, exactly. It's rough. It's rough. But yeah, I mean, I fuck it. I would just, since it's the first fight of the card too, man, I'm just starting a greasy, a John Travolta and Grease Lightning type of parlay, and just keep that as my little degen card builder type of thing for the night. But man, they treat us to a double horny fight of the week, back to back. Man, we got Vanessa Demopoulos against Talitha Allen Carr. Yes, if you ever want to continue some horny fights here. But yeah, this is a little hornier. It's going to be a pick'ems type of range of odds here, man. Minus 110 each way on Bet Online. So, man, you have any strong thoughts on this?
It's a stinky fight every time Demopoulos fights. You know what I mean? She be going hard. She be trying hard, but it's just against like, the top fighters or like more skillful fighters she always has an issue with. But she be winning some sketchy ass decisions, right?
Yeah, she won. She beat Emily Ducote. I remember that one by split, which is crazy because I had Emily Ducote. I remember in like a greasy parlay, and yeah, Demopoulos upset, and she was like a huge underdog.
And then Talitha she just fought recently, right? Oh, no, in August.
Yeah, Talitha is the person that beat what's her name from Contender Series.
Yeah,
She yeah, I'm looking at her here. Oh yeah, Rayanne Amanda. Oh, Stephanie Luciano is who I'm thinking about. Yeah, so she lost to Luciano at her UFC second fight, last fight, and then before that she fought her in the Contender Series and it was a draw.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Allen Carr.
Yeah, I'm going Allen Carr too, man. I don't love it. But I think Allen Carr pick'ems are better. I'm going with the person that's like surging, finally getting her third fight under her belt. And I can't really think of anything Demopoulos does that well other than what she could take punches well, I guess. And yeah, she could grapple a little bit and try to wrestle, but that's Allen Carr's territory. Her jiu-jitsu is her specialty too, so she's gonna go that route. Yeah, and Demopoulos was actually open as a favorite, like at like a damn near minus 150. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, I feel like she should be just because she has so many fights in the UFC.
Yeah, and it's like she's bound to win something, right?
Yeah, well, she was on a 2-fight winning streak, and then remember she was hella bitching in that fight, and then she got subbed. She was hella mad at the ref her last fight.
Oh, for cheating. Yeah, she said the girl was
she was holding the glove or something like that.
Yeah, she was grabbing her glove. She for sure was though. I mean, I feel it, but then you got to keep fighting if the ref's not stopping it. You know what I mean? Like you can't just like give up. So she kind of gave up on herself. But yeah, she needs to redeem herself. And she is 36 years old, man. She's getting a little older, but we'll kind of see. I think both of them are around that same age, so they're not super like young type of fighters. It's just one's newer than the other. Next up, man, we got Victor Henry against Pedro Falcao. I don't know how to really say it, but yeah, man, this is an interesting fight because they got Victor Henry over here as a huge ass favorite. He's a huge for him, minus 205. Usually he's the underdog, but he's minus 205 against Falcao here at plus 175. Yeah, this is an interesting fight because I like Victor Henry. I think he's the more skilled fighter. I think he's been more active, but he's also a lot older than I realize, and he hasn't been consistent. Let's just say that way. So that for me, that part kind of makes me pump the brakes to lay minus 200. But I do like him to win here between the two. I think he's just a better striker, and he could grapple, and he's somewhat durable. I would think. But yeah, who do you like?
Yeah, I probably would go with Victor, who you got? Victor Henry?
Yeah, I like Victor Henry, but minus 200 is steep
Yeah,
though.
that's
I
what.
would say for his ass.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with him too. But yeah, it's just whatever fight.
Yeah, because last time the other guy fight Pedro Facal, he was fighting back in what April 2024 against Victor Hugo. That wasn't a bad fight,
Yeah,
but yeah, he this guy he's scary. So I am a little concerned because at 135 pounds, and you got Victor Henry as a 37-year-old and turning 38. That does concern me in these like little weight classes, man. Um, but yeah, at the same time, you like what you see when you see Victor Henry as far as his striking and his grappling is like well rounded, man. So it's hard to deny that. That's gonna be an interesting fight. Next up, man, what do we got? We got shit is low and slow.
is it the Daniel
Okay,
Frenza versus Reese
yeah,
McKee?
we got Reese McKee for all you Irish fucks out there. We got Reese McKee against Daniel Frunza. I think this guy's making his debut, right? Looking
Yeah,
like lightweight a beast.
he's making his
But the
yeah his
odds,
UFC. He's making his UFC debut, but it's still where he first fought already in the UFC in the Apex.
Apex. Okay. Yeah, he's the favorite, man. Especially as a new guy, the favorite minus 160 against Reese McKee here. That definitely is a little interesting. Daniel Frisson, where is he from here? He's from Romania. So 30 years old, getting in his prime, man. Obviously, he's just gonna go in there and try to throw haymakers and be durable. I actually think that Reese McKee, skill for skill, is actually better. But we've seen obviously Reese McKee get fucking just crumble in many situations. And of course, I think if he loses here again, he's gonna get knocked out, probably. So, but I think his experience is better. I think he's a better grappler. He's a better submission artist. And I think there's probably value on Reese McKee, like to be honest with you. So for me, I'll just for the pick, I haven't bet it yet, but I think I'm going Reese. I'm leaning Reese McKee right now for a plus 140. Who do
Yeah,
you like, man?
I got the other dude.
What's his name?
The debut Frunza.
Frunza. I thought he was Hispanic too from his picture, but it's full for
What is he?
Romania.
Romania.
Romanian.
Oh, he was from the Andrew Tate.
Tagano. I think
Top G.
he might be a Mexican Romanian. Very rare.
That's rare. Yeah, I gotta go with La Raza, man. But
uh
sketch, it's sketch because he's making his debut. Reese has been there, but yeah, we'll see.
okay. They're treating us to a triple horny fight. Let's go. Dione
Damn.
Barbosa against Diana Belbita. This is a this lightweight is trash fight. I don't know why they put this so high up on the card. I usually am not a hater on trash fights, but they're putting it a little too high up for me. Deonna Barbosa, she's called the Witch. She's a grappler, obviously BJJ. That's her thing, man. She's never knocked anybody out, but she's never been subbed either. And she most recently lost to Miranda Maverick by decision, which to me is understandable. And then before that, she beat Ernesta Kaite.
Which
So
that's a tough fight right there. The Ernesta chick, she's like maybe lacking in skill, but she always like she's game and
game and
durable.
throw.
So yeah, I mean, and then
Exactly.
I got to fade Belbita. She got tapped out by Molly, so yeah, fade her at all times.
Belvita. Yeah, it's hard to swallow. She's 15-9, man. She's also from
Tapped out by
Romania.
Molly McCann, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's her most
that's
recent
that's
fight. That's all we need to
that's
know.
that's all you need to know.
Let me see the odds real quick. It's
Belbita need to fight like Jocelyn Edwards or some shit.
yeah, Jocelyn. I think Jocelyn Edwards will beat to the fuck up. Real
That's
talk.
why it's good for both parties.
Barbosa here is minus 700 right now. That's kind of
Oh my
crazy.
god, yeah. Fuck.
Get out of here.
I'm just picking. I'm not even gonna bet on her. So.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like Barbosa should win easily, but ain't no way that Barbosa should be minus 700 against anyone on this planet.
For real.
That's crazy.
Especially in a chick fight like this. Damn, her and the Thai chick.
Luma.
It might be just a super letdown parlay.
Just keep it greasy and horny, bro. Grease up your horny parlays.
Hey.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be Belbita's last fight in the UFC. That's kind of my feeling. You can't be having double-digit losses at 28 years old. Still trying to be on the up. Next up, man, we got a lightweight banger here. We got Davy Grant against Daniel Santos at 135. And Davy Grant, man, he's becoming lightweight of legend status, getting there as a journeyman. He's almost 40 though. He's 39 years old.
That's crazy.
And yeah, Daniel Santos is 30, so he's well in his prime. So this is a kind of a dangerous fight because they got Davy Grant. I believe he's the is he the underdog here? Davy Grant. Yeah, he's the underdog. You got Daniel Santos minus 160, Davy Grant plus 140. Yeah, this is definitely interesting because I always want to cheer for Davy Grant, and he always puts up a crazy fight. But at 40, man,
yeah, sketch.
And it's sketch. It's very sketch, man. I was hoping I was gonna get like plus 250 or plus 300,
especially because he's been in so many wars too. It's not just like 40, okay? It's also like wear and tear, and like he's been fucking rocked plenty of times.
Exactly, and he always has to resort to his grappling and then submissions to survive. But he's a dog,
Well, because the guy he's fighting is pretty cool, though, right?
Yeah, he just hasn't fought in a minute. His last fight was against Johnny Munoz back in June of 2023, and then before that was October 2022 against John Castaneda.
Oh shit! Damn.
This guy's just not active, but yeah, like he's still 30, still got time, and he's never been finished, man. I think Davy Grant, is going to need to try to finish this kid. So, I mean, for the sake of the pick, as much as I'm cheering for Davy Grant, I think Daniel Santos should win this, man. I think he should win this in almost any way, like knockout, decision.
Hey, but the thing is that if not fighting in hell long, that's kind of sketch.
Yeah, it is. It is. This is sketch. I haven't bet. That's why I haven't bet on this fight. This fight, I've gone back and forth.
Then there's a lot of value for Grant for sure. Because like this guy Santos, he was on a nice little streak, but then you barely fight. You're not really proven like that. So to go on a hiatus and then just to come like, why hasn't he fought? Is there any injuries or anything on him?
Not that I know, but maybe
to go against one thing about Grant, he is long in the tooth, but the thing is, he's a fucking handful any day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, Davy Grant's real. He always puts up a fight. He's well rounded. He could strike. He's pretty quick for his age, and he could grapple too. He gets to the ground.
I just talked myself into picking Davy Grant. I was hella like when I seen this, I was like, yeah, I'm going with Santos off top. But then I just looked at the record and like you told me, like the time between fights lately. Yeah, I'm gonna just
he's
Davy worth the sprinkle for active. Sure. Yep, and for being old too.
Mm-hmm. Next up, man, we got we were just talking about him, Ode Osborne redemption against Luis Gurul, the undefeated fighter from I don't know where he's from. Let's find out. He's American. Grim. Okay, this is interesting, man. This guy's apparently a beast, undefeated. He most recently actually only won a split decision on Contender Series against Nick Piccini and that fight was a pick'ems fight, so rightfully so. It was split. And this guy's, from what I remember, he's definitely a beast, pretty well-rounded. He's going to be able to wrestle. He's going to be able to throw haymakers. And Ode Osborne, as much as I was cheering for him against Lazy Boy, I think that he's not on the up. He's 33 years old, 3-fight losing streak. He is fighting pretty good-ass competition overall for the most part. But, yeah, I don't think this is it, man. I think Gurul wins, and he's like a minus 220, 225.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, if Ode comes fighting hard like last time, I don't know. He's been at the PI hella lately, so maybe he's getting better. Because who's this Luis Gurule?
I understand he's overrated just because overrated the fact of like Contender Series guys are can be overrated in that sense.
And then his win is against Nick Piccinini, and he won by split on the. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with Ode, man. Fuck it.
Ode, that he does the.
He's black anime Jamaican.
Yeah, Jamaican anime. The best kinds. That oxtail ramen.
Oxtail Mama Cloud, nobody boy.
But yeah, that actually is gonna be an interesting fight. I think if it goes by points, I think Ode could squeeze it out, man. But I also could see a world where Ode goes to sleep. You
Yeah.
know? Next up, man, we got another interesting fight. I don't know why it's on the main card, but we got Robert Valentine against Torres Finney.
Hey.
Hey, Torres Finney, man, another prospect that's on the Contender Series. He's been on multiple times. Super swole, stocky, short type of dude. He had 2 fights in Contender Series where his style, as you know, is just literally he's just gonna wrestle you, pick you up, slam you down. That's pretty much all it is. And he's fighting against a guy that's a little more mentally unstable, bro. He was from the Ultimate Fighter show. And he's 30 years old, man. And so he's kind of in his prime as well. And he's more of a submission guy. He did lose to Ryan Loder by ground and pound, which is
Sacramento
lightweight.
dude.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that's lightweight kind of sketch, but that was
Oh
kind of
yeah,
unexpected.
he was acting like trippy there, like you said, mentally unstable. I remember this cat now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
He's something else, bro. But I think the odds are definitely a little
it's
wide,
like
in my opinion, man.
minus 200 for Torres, right?
240 right now. Yeah. And Valentine's plus 205. And I haven't put anything on it yet, but man, I just think that I don't like this Torres Finney guy. All right, you know that I'm not a big. He might win it out because of the decision, and I feel like if you pick him to win, you lightweight
Hey,
kind of have to pick a decision at
got
times.
gotta respect him, bro. He got dissed on the thing by Dana White after winning. That's the thing. He won
Yeah,
both of his fights and still got hated on, but Dana kept bringing him back, and then he finally finished the guy in that
yeah,
now. But now he's in the UFC. He knows there's a for sure a target on his back from like the brass because it was like how they said he was boring or whatever. But
yeah. His
I
style.
mean, I think he wins it. And if Loader got him down like that, I think Torres like a brick shit house too. He's a beast. I think he might be a little small, but he's like short, right?
Yeah, super
But he's
short, but
hella like
super swole.
swole though. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
super
what's
swole.
what's him by submission? Like he won his last fight.
Torres by submission is actually plus 600.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's not bad.
Oh, Loader won by TKOs though, but I feel like yes, you got to get him on the ground. But yeah, I'm gonna go with him just because
Swole
gotta
eye.
show love. Cause bruh,
Yeah, I'm leaning over to the underdog on some value here, just on a pure fade. But I think Finney actually probably going to win that as far as decision or something. He's just going to have to drag him over and over again. Uh, but yeah, Robert Valentine, bro, unstable. Let's just see. Wild card. His name is Rob Zilla. He's a Rob Zombie fan too. Oh shit. Next up, man, we got what do we got here? Okay. We got GM. Is it so? Your favorite fighter? Let's go. GM3 against our boy Brad Tavares.
it is a sketch fight right here.
Shout out Weez, man. Big Brad Tavares fan, you know. But this is a sketch fight, man. We got 2 older guys. They're both 37 years old. I think their birthdays are only like 3 days apart.
That's crazy.
So but yeah, Brad Tavares, both these guys been around for a while, man. I feel like GM3 is pretty active though for being later in his career. But Brad Tavares, man, damn, he lost to Jun Young Park most recently on a split decision. Then he lost to Gregory Rodriguez, and the last person he really beat was only Chris Weidman. Yeah, and then before that was back in 2021 before he saw a victory again. So. And you got GM3 who's fucking 37-18. That's fucking crazy. He just most recently lost to RDR, which was kind of sad. He didn't look too terrible until he got to the ground, got choked out.
No,
And
yeah,
he
that was a
was
close fight, but that was also Radier's debut.
mm-hmm. And I think the odds are interesting. They got Brad Tavares minus 255 right now, and Mearshard plus 215. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's a sketch fight
But
for sure. I think I'm gonna just go with Tavares just because he's faster.
yeah, I'm going to Tavares too, unfortunately. As much as I try to always make a case for GM3, I think this matchup is going to be pretty good for Brad. And I think he's probably going to knock out GM3 here. I could see him doing that, but I pick him as well. I think it is a little wide on the odds a tiny bit, but rightfully so, I think. I think that's the case. Next up, man, we got Kennedy
Oh my
Injecui
god, this is a
against
fucking.
Martin Boudet. Yes. This
This
is
is the sketchy of
interesting.
sketchiest too.
Yeah,
Hey,
and you
but
got your boy as a huge favorite too. Kennedy's a minus 300 and Boudet's plus 250. which is also interesting. Who do you like?
Man, I think I'm gonna have to just go with the favorite Kennedy. Budai, he puts up fights, but he's like really like sus. And I feel like the only thing that sucks about Kennedy, he's always like hit or miss. But I feel like his last couple fights, he's been out there handling business. So I think maybe he might get on a streak right now, putting everything together. Cause his size is like crazy, right? Pause.
Yeah, exactly.
So like maybe he get it together. Cause Budai, he's hella like I was on the Budai train for a little bit till he fucking let me down against that Gaziev dude who beat his ass, and I was like, God damn it! So I feel like yeah, I gotta go with Kennedy. What's Kennedy by TKO?
Let's see, Kennedy TKO. I like that look. If you're gonna go Kennedy, I think he can finish him, or he probably needs to finish him. I don't think Kennedy goes far very well. Kennedy by KO is plus 150, so it's the
That's
most
not bad.
likely outcome. They say. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think if Kennedy wins, I think he's gonna probably finish Budai. But damn, minus 300 on Kennedy is to me is kind of disgusting. You know, like personally, I think that he is on a streak and he is rightful favorite. I just think Boudet, ugly ass Boudet at plus 250 is a little juicy for me, man. And I might have to, I might think there's some value over there because Kennedy's known to disappoint, but he has all the tools, like you said, like the length, the size, pause, you know. So he got it all, but that's going to be interesting. Somebody's going to be disappointed, that's for sure. One of these guys, they're just a disappointing type of guys. Next up, man, we got Cortavius Romeus against Chang Ho Lee. Yes. Cortavius is actually from the Contender Series here, and he actually lost his debut fight against Gaston Bolanos. Shout outs to Bolanos, who I saw on the at Dave and Buster's for the John Jones fight. But yeah, man, this is another interesting fight because they got an Asian guy favorited for once, which is real interesting. This guy's probably rode from UFC, but he's minus 140. Cortavius is plus 120. Yeah, man, I'm going to start real quick, man. I think this is the bounce back, sophomore bounce back, second fight bounce back. I think there's value now at Cortavius as an underdog. I
Because
actually fired on him plus 140. So,
Gaston he showed that he's a beast too.
mm-hmm.
Bolanos, like yeah, so and I think yeah, like you said, the road to UFC Asian fighters are always kind of sketch. So like making your debut against this guy might be a little. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with the Demo way of thinking for this fight. Because then even like his fight he won against Xiaolong
Yeah,
Xiaolong
split
Bao.
decision.
Yeah, split decision. It's like oh shit. So yeah, I'm going with Cortavius
Yeah, man.
Romeus.
It's hard not to. You give me the plus money too. It's like, bro, come on. Next up, man, we got Joe Anderson Brito against Pat Sabatini. This is the co-main event at 145. They got Joe Anderson Brito as the favorite once again. He's minus 230. Pat Sabatini is about plus 195. Man, do you like anyone in this one?
Yeah, Brito should be a bounce back for him. I want to say coming off of a couple losses, right?
Yeah, he most recently
Oh
lost
no,
to
he
just
he just
William
was left to
Gomis by split.
Gomes, and that was a close fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be a bounce back. What's him by like TKO or something?
Let's see. Anderson Brito TKO is plus 150. Plus 150.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, better than the 230. And then Pat Sabatini, he's also 34. He's
Yeah,
older
he a
actually.
OG. Yeah, what's his name's
Yeah.
younger for sure.
Brito just looks like an old ass, and he just looks old. Yeah, this is an interesting ass fight, man, because Brito is a beast, and I'm a big fan, man. So he's pretty well rounded, but obviously he's always down to throw bombs. And you look at the other guy, Sabatini, he's just going to try to wrestle at all times. Like that's going to be his only way to victory, which can be a problem, you know. And that's my only pump the brakes. I do like what's his name to win, the Brazilian guy Brito to win. but I've been pumping the brakes on it on the minus 230. I've just been thinking about it. I was like, it could get tight. I feel like it could get tight and it gets sweaty with these grapplers, and that's the only thing. But I still go with Brito. I think he wins, and he could, like you said, finish the fight as well and get the knockout. But if he doesn't, then I am a little concerned on what it's going to be like. Because people don't even like Pat Sabatini. I feel like people be kind of sleeping on Sabatini.
Yeah,
That's my only thing. He is a little boring though. I'll give you that. So
yeah, I'm going with Brito.
Burrito. Next up, man, we got the main event. We got old school Josh Emmett here against Lerone Murphy. Emmett, 40 years old already, man, and Lerone Murphy, 33 years old. They got Murphy here coming over from the pond and being a huge favorite lightweight. He's minus 330 right now, and Josh Emmett is plus 270. I mean, I'm a big fan of Lerone Murphy as far as, I know he could win fights. He's undefeated, and he's pretty damn well-rounded. To me, he's almost like a newer version, less striking, but newer version of Leon Edwards, even though he's age-wise, they're the same, damn near the same, close to age, but Lerone's a little newer in his career here. But at these odds, minus 300, minus 330, I don't necessarily feel comfortable because Josh Emmett, I mean, he's live. He got the experience. He's been around. And, man, it only takes one shot for him to shut anyone's lights out, man. So,
Yeah, and then also like Lerone Murphy, he's cool, but he's not like I feel like he's not like a killer like that. Like, look, he hasn't had a finish in the UFC since 2021.
yeah, he's like a point fighter.
Point fighter, like I know he got the speed over Emmett in the youth, but man, I'm gonna be a homer, bro. I gotta go with Emmett.
Yeah, I feel you there, man. I just
You
think that
feel
there's
me?
value on Emmett, Hey, yeah, I feel like there has to be value, man. Plus 270, like you're lightweight disrespecting the man. Like his power alone might
Yeah.
be more to make it closer than plus 270.
What
Uh,
what's Lerone by decision and then Emmett by TKO?
Lerone by decision is minus 110. So I feel like you got to go that route if you go Lerone Murphy. You have to. Minus
Yeah.
110 is solid for going to minus 330. But if you like Josh Emmett, the KO is plus 400, which, yeah, if you're going to play Josh Emmett, you got to sprinkle on the KO too. You know what I mean?
Always, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
always.
that sucks. He hasn't fought since like 2023. It was December.
Mm-hmm.
But then even Bryce Mitchell was fought in after he murdered Bryce Mitchell in that fight.
Yeah. Hey, how many more fights are you going to be able to fire on Emmett? I don't know. He doesn't have that much more fights. And to me, I think that's has to be value, man. He's not even traveling over here, whereas Lerone Murphy,
No, this got to be his last run if we want to go for like a title for sure.
yeah.
But
Emmett, bro, let's go. Let's go.
I gotta rock with the sack time, man. You know what I mean? Let's go, Emmett.
There has to be value. He talked me into it too. I was already leaning that way just on the odds alone. But now I think about all these other factors. I was like, the odds have to be closer than this. 270 is way too wide. This is crazy. Disrespectful to my boy.
Yeah,
And if not, if he happens to lose, then it's just like the last hoorah because he's probably going to retire in like one,
exactly.
two, maybe
Soon,
three fights. Yeah, real
yeah.
soon. So, but yeah, man, let's ride this wave here. What do you got for the best bets here? What kind of looks do we got in this card?
Shit, man. I think we got a lot of the dog heavy this week. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
compared to last week.
yeah, I'm gonna do it off the rip. Josh Emmett, fuck it,
Yeah,
just let it fly.
MN plus 270.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do give my boy a shot. Ode Osborne, straight up.
Hey, Osborne plus 190. Big Osborne.
And then I want to do damn. It's gonna be the let you down. Who's gonna let me down parlay? We're gonna do Kennedy.
Yeah,
The Loma look boon me.
Loma.
Um, we're gonna do Brad Tavares in there,
Mm-hmm.
and then fuck it. Add I already added Kennedy, right?
Yeah, Kennedy, Loma, Tavares.
And then we add Cortavius Romeus.
Romeus.
He's an underdog, huh?
Yeah, he's an underdog.
Yeah, this other underdog, I'm gonna just do it with oh no, add what's his name to there instead of Cortavius. My bad, add Brito instead of Cortavius.
Brito. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we could do Cortavius straight up.
Cortavius plus 120 right now. Yep. I'm on similar vibes right now, man. I
Honorable
got it.
mention, Davy Grant.
Oh, David Grant, fight for your money, David Grant. But yeah, I'm going Emmett as well, plus 270. I just think that there has to be value. It's too much value. And I'm also going Cortavius, Romeus.
Hey,
Go. That's one of my favorite plays of the week as well that I already bet on. And then what was the other one? Man, I might put it on here. I forgot. Alan Carr. That's the one we talked about so early in the fight. Alan Carr, she's at Pick'ems right now, minus 110. And then I'll throw in that greasy parlay. What we got here? I'll do a little different one, not just too greasy, but I'm gonna go Loma Lukbumi. I'm gonna go what was the other one? I'll go Victor Henry. That's the disappointing one. Victor Henry. This is the potential disappointment of one. And one more leg. Brad Tavares. Tavares, baby. Yeah. But I think there's some live dogs on this card, to be honest with you, man. This is like last week. I liked pretty much all the favorites, a lot of the favorites. This week, I'm starting to see a lot of value on some of the underdogs too. So,
that's what they said. Underdogs in 2025 been going crazy.
Yeah. So, hey, we got to check it out. But appreciate y'all. Hopefully, we continue this. Check out group chat on Wax. Check out PFL. I got to look into that. I didn't even know they're having a card.
There's 2 PFLs, right?
Is there? Damn, they're doing 2. Why don't they spread them out a little bit? Like GFL doing 2 nights too, right? The GFL. That's gonna be exciting.
PFL is just one. It's just one night. Oh no, it's one on the 3rd and one on the 11th. That's why.
It's 2 weeks in a row.
And the 18th.
Oh, no. So is it their season?
Oh no, it's 4 weeks in a row, bro.
Oh, then maybe their season starting. They're doing season
May 1st. They got one May 1st, April 18th, April 11th, and then April 3rd. Damn.
Hey, a lot of MMA to be had, and then GFL in May.
Yeah,
2 nights, 2 days.
That's just gonna be just some fun, dumb shit.
That's gonna be fun, bro. I mean, fun. That at least they found a niche. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just gonna be sketch if like the OGs they just get knocked out like right away. That's gonna suck because like, damn, the chin is just gone. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck.
Yeah, that might be fun though. That might be fun.
Yeah, I mean, any violence is good.
Yeah. But all right, y'all. Peace out. Smoke out.